यार बहन पे बहुत सारे बच्चे आ गए।
Good evening, everyone. I hope that you have created your final project. So we are going to start in 2 to 3 minutes. Let others also join. So have you completed it?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Vishal. Have you completed the project, Vishal, Sushmita, and Vatsal?
Yes, yes, sir. I have completed my project.
Uh,
May I start first?
yes, you can start for just 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay, not sure.
Okay, great. Okay, Vishal. So let's start with you. Okay.
Sir, just give me a second.
Okay. Take your time.
May I start?
Yes, Vishal. Sure. All the best. Just share your screen also.
Yes, sir. Sir, is it visible?
Okay.
First, I want to show you, sir. I want to start my project. Start. So first of all, I have made my project and its name is Student Attendance Tracker, which uh,
Okay.
which track our students' attendance and daily basis project and post what they post uh, college like projects. So I made this. I know it's not fully completed, but I've just made some UI and added some backend part and added some backend parts like this.
Okay,
First of all,
good.
I want to share my code and wanna run this code. Like first, I want to show you my UI. So I have separated this part like front end and back end. So it just shows everything. So I have separated the folders, the backend part and front end part. So I want to run first of all backend part. So which is and start. So here's I've used npm start cause of package.json. I've applied this start node app.js. I don't know why node is not working, but I've just started and here my backend server has been started. I can show you the run command here. So it's first of all I want to clear this.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to start my MongoDB, MongoSH. Now I will show all DBS. Then I will select my collection data, which is game attendance. Use game attendance. I want to show collections in this. And here's my classes, comments, posts, and users. First of all, I want to start my front-end server. Here it is. I will open another terminal to start this.
Okay.
Must run as. So if I click on this localhost 3000, so here's my UI. So it is my UI student attendance system. Some pages I haven't added like attendance part, classes part, and post part, which is I have added post part, but it is not fully, well, fully, it is incomplete. So first of all, I go to home page, and here's my this part. I've added some button like agar if I start get started, so it redirect to me on register, which is new user. If new user some user registered on this, so it will add their data on the backend part like MongoDB. As I like if I add some if I add a VAN and will some data I've shared with this. Beyond and here's if I give it password one one. If you are user, so you can choose user. If you are editor, and then you
That's
can
right.
select it to your interest.
Okay,
So
good.
I select it as user. So password do not match. Here's sorry. We just have to give six. Uh, I think some error is showing on this. Three. Hold on. Let me log in my. So I give it my Gmail and add some. So now I've just logged in my page because I have already logged in this server, so I can show you. Here's my if I use the TP dot attendance dot find. There's like
Good.
if it just look up. I think I just used use attendance use attendances. I think sir, something error is coming. I don't know
Is the
where is my.
spelling correct for
Sorry. I just forget something. I have to use student student underscore attendances, and here I have to show collections and show collections. I think so. Just let me remind something. Leave without user but find users dot find. Sir, my I think my backend server hasn't started yet.
check?
Sir, something error is coming. As before it was
Okay,
working
yeah,
properly, but I don't know what's.
like you can also check it from uh compass.
Sir, I didn't. It I'm just tracking my code. Let me.
Is the backend server running? Yes, it is.
Yes, sir. It is running. It is running.
So,
I don't know.
are you giving the right command? Like command is right
I'm just
spelling? Yeah. Now check.
so DBS and let use. It is my
So,
database where I have
okay.
stored it. And show collections. I want to show some collections.
Use
So here's
semicolon.
my
Yeah.
yeah.
Now it is.
Here here's users. I want to sort now db dot users dot
Dot
find.
find.
Now it will show me. Yeah, now it is.
Yes, now
So
it
I have made it. I've registered two IDs. First is this Gmail, Wish, and username was Wish. So that was I've just log in at this. If I log out this now, if I re-log in this on page, so now I give it my credentials like Vishal 31 2006 and if I do 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So now I've logged it. Just I've logged it. Welcome this, and this is
yes.
my user ID. Now I
Yeah.
can do is now I can do some CRUD operations like create, upload, and
Create, read,
create,
update, and
upload,
delete.
create, update, and delete like this operations I can do.
Yes.
Some operations I haven't added, but now I can use this. And now if I click on this view post, so here's it. I will use my post request, which will update in this UI. So here's my MongoDB, here's my front end code, and here's my backend code, which I have uses app.js to connect all of the API classes. And I was working on this. It is incomplete, but I was working on this. So API
Okay.
classes and basic cloud app.get. If I it is my home. Everyone knows it slash means home not home page. So if I click on this, went to on this app.get. Let me show my server, which was running on this. Let me hold it, which was running on this HTTPS columns access localhost 5000 slash API slash users wait, slash API slash users. Here's my server. Keep working on this. Sorry, it is 3000. It's not 3000. It's HTTPS slash here. So I think here's my ID, and I'm just trying to provoke the my data on this, but it is not getting. If I do it on Postman services, So it shows me error. Like if I made just I made my ID like this credential, I give credential, so it makes IDs and username and email. I don't know
Okay.
why it is not showing on me this from browser, but it is showing me on this postman user if I do post request and get request. So it
Oh,
is all my self code. I want to. It is all of I created.
okay. Just explain the code a bit, okay? Good.
Okay, sir. Let me explain the first part. Here's my all route app.use API classes, API classes routes here, and if I go to this, it will show my functions I made it route classes.js. Here's the I've used express.js. I made it class which was in model and models. Everyone knows controller, model, and views. Views is for front end and model is for controlling all the model is for to updating and controller is to control all the functions. So I've added all functions on the controllers and made it other routes get if I want to get all classes was which was I was creating, but it not hasn't completed yet. Now get a single class which I can choose from this ID. I give it a slash ID. If someone if someone give request on this user dot slash ID, so it will get only a single person IDs. So here's my this, and as on if I try, here's my attendance part which I made it, but some things error was coming, so I've discontinued it. In other, I've added middleware. Middleware was the authentication part. Is this JS,
Mm.
yeah, JSON Web Token is this. I'm using JSON Web Token, which create a token for the particular user and give it me to me. Like if I before as a part I created the token. So here's the token. If I encoded this token, sorry, it is a token which was not time which was created by JSON Web Token. And here's I give it password, but it is not showing me through this. Uh, And if I continue to this, so here's my all of this. Here's my users part, which I've used. All users will get profile as I've shown, as if I show like before. If I go to profile, so here's my profile data.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do update profile user from, and I can change my email. Here's and in front end I've used white React to make this.
Okay.
Here's my all sources app.js. Here's this. I've used slash login part homepage, which is was here. I mean pages home jsx dot. Here's my homepage. Here's zero section container class.
Good.
Also I make it responsible, not fully responsible from the help of the ChatGPT, but just a little bit. I've made it. In the next line, I've made it a login page. Here's the user can get to the logout a login page, and if he is new user, so he can click on this too and on the register part too. So it will redirect it to
Okay.
the register part. And in the here's the profile add and post.js, which is I've added but not it fully added. So I can't do it post request and delete request not it yet. I have added it. In the next section part, I want to go on main.js, not and I've used the bootstrap to make it. So here's it all. I want to.
Okay. Good,
So
Vishal.
thank you, sir.
Okay. Nice UI. Also, you can just enhance it in the upcoming weeks. Okay. So good
Okay,
project.
sir. I will
Yeah.
I will I will work hard on this project. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. Great. Great. Good,
Thank
Vishal. Thank
thank
you
you.
so much for presenting. Also,
Thank
the
you, sir.
presentation was good. Yeah. Now, after Vishal, Sushmita, Hello, Sushmita. You want to continue? Okay, so just share your screen and start with your project. Okay, okay. Just a second, guys. One more thing I want to tell you that I am sharing a mail in your chat box. Just check this mail and up to week 4, like this is the week 4 project. So up to week 4, you have to in this particular mail, you have to submit week 1 GitHub repository, week 2 project GitHub repository, week 3 and week 4. Okay. So do it as soon as possible, like after the session, because it is mandatory and it will be checked before providing you the certificate in the last week. So every week project is important. That's why I said that to create it on time and present it to me so that you will get no issue while providing you the certificate. So I have shared it. Just use this mail to post it, and at the last week project, I will let you know that where you have to post. Now, Sushmita, you can share your screen and continue with your project. Hello, Sushmita, am I audible? And also, guys, please deploy your project at your end, okay? Because that will be checked also when we ask you to fill the Google form. Then for few projects, you have to at least provide the live link of the project, okay? And that is not a hard thing. So I guess that every one of you can do it at your end. So just try to do that also. Make the live link of your project because it is good if you are going to create that. Hello, Sushmita. Am I not able to hear you properly? Hello, guys. Is my voice coming? Uh, Hello, am I audible, guys? Okay. Hello, Sushmita. Yes, you can present it. Just share your screen and start with it. What about others? Have they created their project or not? Like Vishal has already presented it. What about you, Vivek? Have you completed it?
No, sir. It will take a little time, so I will present tomorrow for sure.
Okay, okay. So just a second. And Sushmita, like I am not actually able to hear you properly. Okay, okay. So you need some time, right? Okay, you will present now or after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, what you are saying, because okay, okay, great. So you are going to, what about you, Abhishek? Have you completed it? Hello, Abhishek, am I audible to you? Okay, guys, please try to complete the project within time because this is the order from management that you have to complete it within time. Otherwise, you are going to face some issues while getting your certificate. That's why I was saying that to complete it up to Monday. For few students, it is uh, different that they have some work. But okay, Isha, you can present it tomorrow. Take care. Okay, so I guess only Sushmita is going to present it. Okay, so just give me 2 minutes. Okay, then Sushmita, we are going to start with you. After that, we will discuss about the left part of Mongo shell. Okay, so just give me 2 minutes. Okay, so Sushmita, just let me know that when your networks are good so that we can start with your. Yes, Sushmita. Okay, so how many of you have deployed some project at your end, like up to week 4? Anyone who has deployed his project? Because it will be good if you are going to deploy that, okay? So that in live, at the end of the internship period, when we are going to ask you about the live links of projects, so you can share that. Okay. Yes, Sushmita, your screen is visible. Just unmute your mic, okay?
Sir, my voice is audible, sir.
Yes, now it is. Good.
Sir, this is the website I will create. Student attendance tracker.
Okay.
This is the dashboard. Total number of students 5 and total number of classes 3. Total recordings 15. In
Okay.
dashboard is this will be visible, and students. This is the student names. We can edit and delete the names. Add the names also. We can add the name and save. The name is added. We can edit and delete the names also. In this class, this is the class section. This is the classes are there. I will create, add the classes and edit the classes, delete the classes. We will edit the classes, add the classes. The class will be saved in this session. And recordings. This is the recording class attendance. This is the data structures class. We will at present the presentees and absent the absentees. In this session, the data will be saved.
Okay,
This
good.
data will be saved. We can be this get date. We can select the month and date year in this session. The data will be saved. The data will be see in this report session. We select on the data structure. This is the data will be saved.
Okay, good.
Presentees, absentees, we'll see in this session. This is the SQL console. We write a query in that. Execute the query. The select from students. The query I will write. This is the student names is visible here.
Okay.
And classes. We write a classes. Just class name. This is the visible here.
Good.
We write the query and visible here in this session, sir. This is my
Great.
project, sir.
Good one.
Let us. Here is my code. This is my code. This is the HTML session. This is the HTML session.
Okay.
This is the HTML session. And I will use these three languages: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and SQL also in
Okay,
this
good.
project. In this dashboard session, I will use this code, SQL, HTML code, and CSS code. This is the code, sir. This is the all code for front end part I will use.
Okay.
And this is SQL query session. I will use SQL. This is the SQL part I will use. I will create a database. Sir, this project will save temporary data only. We refresh the page. The data will be removed. Unsafe, sir.
Okay, okay. Good.
This is the SQL part, sir. I will use.
Okay.
This is my project, sir.
Okay. Okay. Good, Shushmita. Great project.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So good. Just try to upload it on GitHub and also share it to the email I have already shared in the chat box, and try to deploy these projects, guys. Okay. Because now you are into week 4, already completed week 4. You are now into the week 5. So it will be good if you are going to deploy them at your end. It is quite
Yes,
easy.
sir.
Just try to deploy it also. Good.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now I guess that no one has to present it. Abhishek, I have shared it in the chat box. Let me once more share it over here. This is the mail. Up to your week 5 project, put this, use this mail. Okay. Here you have to provide the GitHub repository link, and if the live link of that project is already with you, then with GitHub, after the link, after the GitHub repository link, you can provide the live link also. Okay, good. So I think we can start with our MongoDB session because we have time left right now. So let me just share my screen just a second. Okay. So what we can do today, actually we can start like Mongo SH. We have already seen in the yesterday session that how we are actually going to insert some documents, going to create our database, how to check that using Mongo SH, everything we have covered. Okay, like if I will show you about what we have done, then we were using Mongo sh command to start our Mongo shell. Okay, it will provide us the version of MongoDB, the version of MongoDB shell, and this is basically a URL through which you can connect it to your MongoDB server locally. Okay, so we can also use this in our VS Code to just connect it the VS Code with the MongoDB server over here and to see the changes over here. Okay, so I think we can do that also. But before that, what we have seen, we have seen that how we can check the databases over here. Like in MySQL, we were using show databases as the name, but here we were using show DBS to get all the databases name. Okay, and same thing we were using in Compass tool. What we were doing over here, there, like that is a graphical user interface where we were providing all these things and getting the output for that. Okay, then if you want to get inside a particular database, then you have to use this use command. Use space, suppose vansh. Okay, and then when you will provide here the command show collections, then it will let you know that how many collections are there inside Vansh. So only users are there. Okay, so like this you can use the command. Now we have seen already insert one, insert many, update one, update many, delete one, delete many, and how you can perform these tasks. We have already seen that in the previous section. Okay, so I think we can start with how to connect MongoDB locally with our VS Code. Okay, so yeah, that is good. So let's just start with that. Just a second. Let me close this folder. Let me create a new one. Okay, so MongoDB tutorial. Yeah, like you can select it like in the folder. So this is the folder we are going to use so that we can also check that how through VS Code we are going to connect our server locally. Okay, right now we are going to use this URL, which is this MongoDB 127.0.0 or 127.0.17. Okay, if we want to connect our VS code through our MongoDB Atlas, then just this URL we are going to change in our code, which I'm going to write now, so that we can get the desired output. Okay, so let's start. Here, firstly, we have to create a .js file so that we can use it as a module. So this is the index.js. Now, what things we have to do? We have to first install our MongoDB server, because we have to create a server and we have to use Mongo client. Just a second. Yeah. So what we have to do? We have to just use Mongo client, which is basically a function in your MongoDB library through which you can access a URL and connect it with your server. So it will be more clear when we are going to write the code for that portion. Before that, just open your terminal. Do 1, 2 things over here. Like first of all, npm install MongoDB. Install this dependency. It will take some time. And also install package.json. For that, what we were doing, npm init -y, so that it can be installed directly without asking much questions over there. So just so like this, you can see over here what is happening. You have installed your this packet.json over there, index.js is there, and you have already installed MongoDB over there. Okay, so let's try to write the code that how we can connect this VS code through our Mongo shell. Okay, this is what Mongo shell is. So let's try to do that. Okay, so first of all, const, and now we are destructuring some function from our MongoDB library. So that's why we have installed it. So let's do that. This is MongoDB client or Mongo client. Yeah. Const Mongo client, and you have to use require over here. And from where we are importing this, we are importing it through MongoDB library that we have already installed. After that, what you have to do, you have to provide them the URL through which you want to connect your VS code. Okay, suppose I am storing it over here in this URI module or constant. Now see, this MongoDB and your localhost IP is basically what you have to provide it here so that you can connect through it. Okay, so I am just providing them. Our server is already started. Just providing it over here. So, okay, we have done it. Like I have provided here MongoDB and then the IP for my local system on which my Mongo SH is started. Then what we have to do? Then we have to just use our Mongo client so that we can access this particular URL. For example, const, I am making a client, you can say variable here, where I'm going to create an instance of our Mongo client. So Mongo client. Okay, and this function basically takes the URL through which you want to connect. So there it is. In our URI, we have provided them like this MongoDB 270, etc. Now create a function, basic a simple function through which we are going to use a connect method over there. And if that will be successfully executed, then we will going to console them that, okay, connected with MongoDB. Otherwise, provide them the error regarding that. So let's do that. I'm creating it asynchronously so that it can handle the await part also. Now, here I am going to use connect connect with database. For that, I am naming it like that. After that, what you have to do? You have to just provide them the content inside it. Now, we're using here try and catch block so that it can connect with us. Let me write the code, then I'm going to explain it. client dot connect so that it can connect to client accordingly, and that should be a function. Yeah. Await. And actually, let's see. Now I'm going to console.log connected to MongoDB. Okay. So basically what we are doing here in strike block, that I am using this client is basically having my URI of MongoDB Mongo client through which we are going to connect to our server. So basically we are connecting it over here like this. And if that will be successfully happen, then what we are going to do, we are just going to write it like connected to MongoDB. Now we have to also handle the error part. Okay. Just a second. Now what can we do? We can just use over here a catch block, which will take the error part. Okay. And in this, we can also provide like console.log connection failed. Okay. Like this, we can provide connection failed. Okay. So basically what we have done, we have just created a simple code where we are going to connect with our MongoDB server, okay, which is locally set up. Here we are not using Atlas, because if we are going to use Atlas, then in this particular section, just we have to append the Atlas URI over there from that context, okay. But right now we are just connecting it with our local system. Okay. So what we have done in this try catch, I am using my client.connect method to connect with the MongoDB server. And in this error part, what we are doing, we are just using this error part so that we can get the error accordingly. Okay. Now, what we have to do, we have to also call our function, which is connectdb. So module.export. Why I'm using module.export? Because sometimes we have to also make another file in which we are going to use our this particular module. So that's why I'm using this type of syntax over here. Otherwise, I just call them connect db method also to get the output directly. Okay, so let's try to execute this. Now to execute this, what we have to do, node space index.js space index.js. Okay, wait, it is saying expected connections in to start with Mongo. Okay, wait a second. Let me just one more time do it. Okay, we are not getting any console over there. The server is started. Wait. This was the connection URI over there. After that, we are using client.connect method over there. Okay, so just a second. I will over here return. Suppose wait, let me just check it. Just a second, guys. No, it is altered over here. So I am going to close it and then start it. Great. Let me start my Mongo shell one more time. Okay, so for that, opening the command prompt, Mongo shell started. Yes, it is started at this particular server. So now let's try to save. Just a second. No, actually it is not providing me the output. Just a second. Is someone able to rectify the error, that what error we are facing. Oh, wait. It is module dot export. It is, I guess, exports. And then connectivity. Now let me just do this. It's not happening. Module dot export and then connect DB. This was the name of the function also. Suppose if I just use connect DB over here, then let's see. Yes. Okay. So one thing we can do, like here, I was exporting that module, then I don't know that why it was not doing that. I think we were using ES module syntax over there to export it. So okay, like this, what we are doing here, we just call that particular function and you can see it is saying that connected to MongoDB. Means now it is working fine. Let me just explain it one more time. Let me paste it over here. Okay. So what we have done, that first of all, we have imported our Mongo client. Okay. Why Mongo client? Because it takes the URL from you. Like Mongos, we can also use. Mongos is also a library which we can use to connect with our server. Okay. But right now we are using Mongo client so that we can connect it through this URL. Okay. And then in try and catch block, what we are doing, we are providing them the error part, that if the error will happen, then you will console like this. Otherwise, you will print us like connected to MongoDB successfully. Okay. So this is what we were doing over here in this particular thing. I hope it is clear. Now, suppose if I check over here, just a second. So DBS, wait, it is a case sensitive, so we have to use in this format. Yes. So just a second. Just a second, 1 minute, guys. Okay, so you can also just try to execute it at your end and provide me the output in the chat box, that are you able to just connect with your Mongo SH or the URI which you have provided over there or not. Everyone, please try to execute it. Okay, good, Isha. Yes, I can see she is able to run it. Okay, and one more thing, guys, that before executing your command, you have to also start your server. Like this Mongo SH must be started. Okay, otherwise, I think it will throw the error because it will not fetch that particular URI from there. Okay, good, Abhishek. I think yes, you have also done it. Good, Abhishek, good, Isha. What about others? Only these two are executing the code.
Sir, I am installing the MongoDB again. I have uninstalled for a reason.
Okay, no problem, Vivek. Okay. And what about others like Isha, Abhishek, Vivek are doing it? And like about Sushmita, Vatsal, Manali. What about you guys? You have to also share it. Okay, Manali, no problem then. Okay. So just install it at your end. I hope that this is clear. Now we are going to see that how we can create a database over here and then use that particular database. Okay. So just a second. Yes. So let's modify this code so that we can also create a particular database and then use it also at our end. Okay. So like this, it is returning me a client.db school, means creating a database having name school. Now I have to create a collection inside it. So suppose,
Sir, can
oh,
you please explain again the client part, client.db part?
uh,
Yes,
which
yes,
part? Client
client
dot
object DB. Yes,
this one.
return, return, yes, yes,
Okay,
returning part.
okay. Actually, what I'm going to do, just erasing this portion. Now, see what we have done through this code. We were actually checking that are we able to connect to our MongoDB server or not. Now that client.db is basically used to create or use a particular database. So we are going to do that through it. So I'm not returning it right now. What I will do, I will create it like this so that it can be accessed as an query also, like const db is equal to, now I am going to use this client.db. Basically, it will do the same thing, like it is going to create and use a particular database at your end. Suppose here I want it to be named as school db. Okay. So basically this db is now storing the database which is having name schooldb over there through this command. Now after that, what we are going to do, we will console that we are using this particular database. So console.log, here we can write using schooldb database. Okay. After this, what we can do in MongoDB, until and unless you are not going to create the collection inside a particular database, then it will be not shown to you. Okay. So we are going to create a particular collection inside it. Suppose a student's name collection I want to create. So DB, now this DB is basically what? DB is referring to your school DB database. Inside that, what I want to create my collection over there, like db.collection, and then the name of your collection. So suppose that is a students database. So I want the collection name to be students, and then console.log collection created. Okay. Collection created at our end. So this is what we are doing over here. I hope it is clear that what we have done through this line, we are basically using or creating our particular database, which is SchoolDB. And then as this DB is our variable where I'm storing my created database. So that's why here db.collection is going to create collection inside that particular database. So let's try to see that is it working or not. So you can see connected to MongoDB, now using our SchoolDB database, and also the collection is created. Okay, right now we are getting it through the terminal, but also verify it at our Mongo SH. So first of all, to clear screen, what we can use CLS. Now I will write show databases. What was our data? Okay, not databases, only DBS. So now you can see which database we were creating. We were creating school DB, right? So let's check that is school DB is there or not. I am not able to get that. Wait, let me just start the server again because here it is showing us that it is created. But let's check from here. Let me start it one more time. The shell Mongo shell and then show DBS. Wait, let's see. Okay, I think that it is not shown over here. Let's see that what is the error. Like the name of it is school DB, but we are not able to get school DB. But why we are not able to? Because if there will be error, then this line will not be executed over here. So just a second. Client.db we were using to create database. Okay, instead of this, what we can do? Let me just try to insert something also there in this particular database, then we will cross check it. Okay, so for inserting, what we have to do, we have to use insert one command. Suppose for now I want to insert only a specific value. So wait, what was the collection name? Students dot insert one. Okay, we are going to insert only one value over here. Now it must be another JSON format. So for that we are using it. And I want the name to be suppose Vansh and then age to be 21. Suppose this is what I am inserting over here and then consoling that data inserted. Console.log data inserted. Yeah. Now let's try to see. Let me just clear it also. Okay, so it is showing that data is inserted. Let me just check it from here also. Show DBS. Again, we are doing it. Yeah, school DB is coming now. You can see that school DB is here. Okay, so what we are going to do, we will just use this, use school DB. Okay, and then I will check the collection name over here because we have created collection name having student. So show collections. Okay, so 1 minute, let me share this code with you. Now it is working fine. See, this is the code. What is happening over here? Just try to understand it. Wait, like this. First of all, what we are doing, we are connecting to our MongoDB server. Okay, I guess it is clear to you. Now, in this bit of code, what we are doing, we are just creating a database having name SchoolDB. Okay. After that, in that particular SchoolDB database, what we are doing, we are going to create a collection having name students. But basically in MongoDB, you will get the output when you create a collection and that have some content over there. That's how it is different from MySQL. So when I'm going to insert some value into it, now see what I have done. I have just inserted a value using insert one like name bunch and age 21. And after that, when I have executed this code, you can see over here in our Mongo shell, I was getting it. Like you can see students is there and we can also just get the output over there. Okay, so I hope that it is clear to you. Just try to execute it at your end and also create it. Then we are going to insert multiple value over here. Okay, anyone executed it? Okay, good, Sushmita. Just a second, connected to MongoDB, inserted one. Yeah. Okay, what about others? Okay, good, Isha. We can also see the output from here. Now you all are familiar with the commands. So if I'm going to use db dot the name of our collection, which is students, and that dot find, okay, then what it will provide? It will provide us the name. Like this is the object ID and the name is Vansh with the document details over there. Okay, so hope that it is clear to you. Now in this bit of code, what we have done, we have inserted only a single value. Now, suppose if I want to insert multiple value, then we have already seen it that there is a built-in function which is insert many. And in insert many, you have to use an array which is storing all the documents. So I have initialized my array. The first document over there is bunch. Then we differentiate each document using what? Using a comma. Okay. Create another document. Now use name over here as Chetan, okay? And also you can provide them the age like 22. And as it MongoDB is flexible, so you can add other value also like COU course, okay? So here I'm adding the course as BTech, okay? Now let's add one more value over here, one more document with the name, wait, Kishan, okay, and age 22. Yes. So let's try to now what you have to do. One thing you have to do, you have to close this particular array over there. Now we have done that. Let me just restart the server again. So if I'm going to check it from here, then we have to execute this command one more time and you can see that are you able to get the output like here vanch is now 2 times. Why 2 times? Because in the insert many function this query is written also that this document is also there, so they have pushed this document again with that. Okay, after that you are getting the data for Chetan with the course also and for Kishan also. So I hope that it is clear. Just try to execute. We are doing nothing. We just have established a connection over there and then just running our query one by one. Okay. So for connecting, we are using Mongo client. Okay, great, Abhishek. Okay. Good, Vivek. Yeah, so that's good. Okay, good, Abhishek. What about others? He has executed it up to now. Okay, so we can. Okay, good, Vivek. Now we can also use find command over here. So just going to insert that. Okay, let me just do one thing that let me have some spacing in between the code so that if you want to revise, you can do that also. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to find the documents. Okay. Now, To find the documents, we have to use find command. Quite easy. So here I am storing it in suppose all students so that we can print the data of all the students. Here, what do we have to use? Here you have to use the find command over there. Await students is the collection name. Dot find them. Okay. Find all the connections over there. And I want that to be printed into in an arrow function over there. So that's why I'm using here to array. Okay. Now, just a second, right? Okay. So here, this is done. Now let console that also that we have printed all the students over there, like console.log. Here, what we are going to do, all students data, and then going to provide them this variable in which we have stored it, which is all students. Yes, like this we can do. Okay. Then what we are going to do, just close this, clearing the screen, and then try to execute it. Okay, so it is showing me something. Let's check that is it the correct output or not. Okay, so what is happening here? You can see all student data is coming inside an array because we are using two array function. Okay, but now you can see there are multiple values. Why there are multiple values? Because every time I am executing this code, this bit of portion is written over there. So whenever we are executing the code, these three values are going to push inside that particular collection again and again. Okay, so if the thing is clear to you, then we can just clear them out. Okay, so that in case we are going to execute them in future, then it will provide no problem over there. Okay, I hope that it is clear. This is it. We can comment them out also. Okay, commented that also. Okay, so hope it is clear. Just check it at your end. Just use the find function over there to print them along with there. Good, Vivek, good, Sushmita. Yep. Now you can update something also. For updating something, what do we have to use? We have two functions over there. One is update one is update many. I have already told you that whenever we are going to use update function, we have to use the set attribute over there also. First of all, whenever you have to update something, first of all, you have to find the target element. Okay, like you have to use a target element on which you want the updation to be performed. After that, you have to set the value for it. Okay, now let's try to do that. Here we have already done it, that we have printed it. Okay, over here in try section, we are already doing it. Now let's update the document. Let's update a document having a specific property. So we can do it like await, then the name of our collection. After that, student, is that the student or students? Okay, it is. I hope it is. Where it goes, students. Await students. What? Oh, just a second. This was, yeah, here. Await dot students, and after that, update one method in camel case syntax. Okay, like here we want to update something, so let's do that. Now inside it, suppose I want to change the data where the name is Vansh. Okay, like I am targeting it using the name Vansh, and what I want to be there, I want that it can set the age for Vansh to be like set something, or we are going to set only age over here. So providing them the age. Before it was like, let me check. As you can see, before it is 21. So I am just changing it to 23. Hope it is clear. Now let's try to see that are we getting the updated output or not. So let's try to execute this first. Also, you can provide a console message over here. Console.log age updated successfully. Okay, let's see. So the data they are printing, but we have done update the values where the name is vansh. So let me just check that have they updated it to 23. Right now I can't see the value 23 over there. Why? Let me just check. Students dot update one we are using, then targeting them with the name as vansh. So this must be in my string format, particular format. And then let's try to do it again. Okay, so still not done it. Why? Let me just check it. It is showing me that age is updated, but basically age is not updated, or you can say we are just finding the data of previous logs over there. So let me just change the position of both of them. Like after this console, I want it to be here. Yes, we can do that. Let me just one more time execute it. Yes, now it is done. See what was happening that they have updated the value, but basically we were using find method. So it was running before the lines after creating the collection and inserting 1, 2 values. So to update that and to see the changes over there in update, then we have to again execute this find values over there. See what we have done. Like what was happening that we were updating right. Okay. But we were not consoling the updated result. We were consoling the previous result over there. That's why it was not showing me the change. Now you can say that only for one bunch over there, they have changed the value to 23. Like here you can see only for first bunch over here, the age is changed to 23. Otherwise, for next one, the age is 21. Why it is happening? Because here we are using update one method. So basically, it is going to change only one document. If I use over here update many, wait, yeah. If I use over here update many function and change the age to 24, then let's see, will it change every age of ones to be 24 or not? Okay, here the name is Vansh, age is 24. Here the name is Vansh, age is 24. Here the name is Vansh, age is 24. So basically now it is working fine when we are using update many function over there. So just try it at your end and you can ask any doubt regarding it. Okay, so no problem in that. If you are facing some issue that a problem at your end, then you can ask. So these are basic things which we can also performed through Mongo shell. Just today, I want in the left time, I wanted it that you can get that how we are going to connect it locally with our VS Code. Okay, so that's why I have shown it to, that in today's session. And I hope that it is clear to you that if you have to connect it to your local system using this particular URL of Mongo SH, then how you are going to do that. Okay, so this is what we can do Just everyone try to execute the code and let me know in the chat box that they have executed it. And tomorrow, those who have not presented it today, they have to present it tomorrow. I can't give further extension regardless there is any emergency and paper in exams in your college. Okay, so just try to do that tomorrow. Okay, good, Vivek. Okay, good. So is it clear that what we have done today in today's session? Okay, so great. So if there is any doubt, you can ask the doubt. Okay, otherwise we are going to connect tomorrow where I will take the remaining students' presentation and then we will move further with our MongoDB part. Clear, everyone? So today Vishal and Sushmita has presented their projects. So good, both of you, that you have created it on time. Great. Okay, good Sushmita, good Abhishek, that you have executed the code. For Abhishek, you have changed the age to 25. Okay, great. And you were using update one function. So basically it is changed for the first Abhishek, which is having object ID less than the next one. Okay, good. Okay, so if there is no doubt, guys, then we are good to just wrap this session for today. Okay, then we are going to connect tomorrow on 6 p.m. sharp. So thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, good, Abhishek. Here you are using update manually so that all the ages of Abhishek Singh will be converted to 25. Okay, good, Abhishek. You have executed both the examples over here. Okay, so guys, if there is no doubt, then you for today you can just leave the session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank, thank you, Abhishek. Thank you, everyone. Isha, any doubt? Okay, okay. Thank you so much for joining. You can also leave the session now.